Here's Jamie McLennan, our NHL analyst, here to chat about this Oilers series. They wrap it up in 5. This is the quickest that they have eliminated the Kings in 3 consecutive series that they have eliminated the Kings. Why were the Oilers able to dispatch, despite the fact it did get interesting toward the end, Jamie, but why were they able to dispatch the Kings a little quicker this time around?
Well, they won games a little bit differently. And if you take a look at it, yes, their power play was completely dominant. So that is one thing they've got going for them. But, you know, you look at last game in LA, it was an efficient win. And it was impressive what they were able to do because they didn't get a lot of shots, but they didn't give up a ton. And that's what I like about this Edmonton Oilers team is, to me, they're winning different ways. But their power play, and especially special teams, their penalty kill was brilliant, was a difference maker. So you realize you've got this formula here in the playoffs where if you're strong 5-on-5 and then your special teams can be difference makers, that's what's going to deliver you a series win. And that's exactly what we saw here against the LA Kings. The Kings didn't have an answer for that power play as it was completely dominant and delivered the series win.
So the Oilers now await the winner of the Canucks Predators series. So fascinating. It's the 3rd straight postseason that Edmonton's reached the second round. But Jamie, to you, in your mind, is this team better equipped, the way they are set up, this Oilers team better equipped to win the Stanley Cup this year?
Absolutely, and I'll tell you why. There's many factors. I just laid out that their power play and 5-on-5, they were strong. But if you look at the way they were able to play against the LA Kings, I mean, it's attention to detail, the tracking back, playing better D, because we haven't seen that. In past years, the Edmonton Oilers have been able to outscore their issues. And yes, Stuart Skinner has been brilliant. I thought he really settled into the series. I talked about their power play, their star players being great, and their balance and depth. It wasn't just McDavid and Draisaitl and Hyman. Yes, they were brilliant in the series, but you take a look at guys farther down in the lineup. Holloway entered the series. I think when you look at their overall body of work, it's brilliant, but you have the depth now. Derek Ryan draws in as your 4th-line center. Their D stepped up and did a fantastic job. So they're well-balanced. They've got some bite to their game. Evander Kane was brilliant as well. So I look at this whole team. They're better suited to go deeper into the playoffs if they continue the way that they're playing.
I said they're facing the winner of Canucks and Preds, and all due respect to Preds fans across the country, but I think the entire country would love that all-Canadian second-round matchup. My question for you, Jamie, if it does end up being Oilers against Canucks, how much does it matter in your mind that the Canucks beat the Oilers in all 4 regular season meetings?
Ask the Winnipeg Jets that. I mean, the Winnipeg Jets really had Colorado's number this season, and we saw what Colorado was able to do to them. But I would still think that Edmonton and Vancouver would be an unbelievable battle, as Vancouver did have their number this season. But playoffs are a different animal, and we've seen star players rise to the next level, as McDavid and Draisaitl have here. So we all want this series to happen. Edmonton's taking care of their part. Now it's up to Vancouver to do that.
And we'll see if they can pull it off Friday night, Game 6, the Preds and the Canucks. We'll see if the Canucks can move on to the second round to face the Oilers. Jamie, thank you so much for this.